The correct treatment of waste is a serious responsibility. The more waste is recycled, the less residual waste remains. This is exactly what we do, except that our waste is radioactive. We receive spent fuel elements and operational waste from nuclear power plants, as well as low-level radioactive waste from medicine, industry, and research. As for high-level radioactive waste, spent fuel must be kept in intermediate storage until it no longer emits any decay heat. Low and medium-level residual waste is also kept in intermediate storage until a deep geological repository is available. It is for this purpose that our company, the ZWILAG Zwischenlager AG, was established in 1990 and commissioned as a facility in 2001. Our task is to condition the radioactive waste produced in Switzerland and to keep it in intermediate storage for the time being. As we are a nuclear facility, we are also subject to the same laws and regulations as the nuclear power plants. As producers of the waste, the nuclear plant operators finance ZWILAG proportionally to the amount of electricity they produce. Together we safely guide the radioactive waste to a deep geological repository.
Ich arbeite in der Abteilung Überwachung.
I work in the health physics department. For me, the responsible treatment of radioactive waste means that safety culture has become an integral part of my work. I always act in compliance with the concepts of safety and protection. The safety of people and the environment takes central stage. And because this is continuously monitored and jointly applied by everybody, I can count on reliable and hazard-proof operations.
High-level waste from nuclear power plants or reprocessing is packed into casks suitable for transport and storage on site. These casks are delivered to us by train several times a year. We unload the casks at a railway transfer station built specifically for this purpose and transfer them to the reception building on special vehicles. Here the waste is tested comprehensively and prepared for interim storage. Low and medium level waste is brought to us by road transport. It is delivered in waste drums or as packaged goods. The raw waste is tested for composition and sorted. The internal waste drum transport system is constantly monitored and permanently tracks and identifies every waste drum as part of the operational process.
I work in the operations department. As whenever technically feasible our work is done by machines, it's very important that automated and manual tasks are synchronized. To this end, I am constantly optimizing our operational processes. I can use my own innovations to improve processes or introduce new ones. I'm supported in this task by a corporate culture that respects innovation as a tool to safeguard the long-term operation of our facility.
While high and medium level waste is taken directly to the intermediate storage facility, low-level waste is sent to conditioning. During this process, the waste is freed from radioactive contamination in an effort to reduce the volume of waste as much as possible. The first step is to decontaminate as much of the operational waste as possible. Where the contamination only affects the surface, different mechanical, electrolytic, and chemical methods are used to clean the waste. The waste is then no longer radioactive and can be tested to confirm that the levels of residual radioactivity are below regulatory limits for free release. It is then recycled as normal waste. Low-level waste that cannot be decontaminated is taken to the plasma facility. This is a unique facility for the processing of radioactive waste. Although this process does not reduce the radioactive contamination, it reduces the residual waste to only a quarter of the original volume. The drums containing low-level waste are transported automatically to the furnace, where they are cut open and thermally decomposed or melted in a plasma burner at temperatures of several thousand degrees Celsius. During this process, all organic matter is totally dissolved. The melt is prepared for deep repository by adding the substances required for vitrification and packed into drums. With our decontamination process and plasma facility, we can reduce the low-level waste by as much as 80%. Our facility also boasts a hot cell, which we use to inspect and repair casks containing high-level waste. We can also use this room to transfer spent fuel elements to different containers if necessary. Everything is controlled remotely with the help of cameras and indirect eye contact through a lead glass window. As the handling of high-level waste requires the most stringent safety measures, the hot cell is built to be secure against external influences such as earthquakes or airplane crashes.
Ich arbeite im Bereich Technik.
I work in the technical department. Employees must be well trained in order to optimize the monitoring of operational processes. I can attend internal and external training courses and exchange experiences with other plants to improve my understanding of day-to-day operations. This valuable transfer of knowledge helps me to work safely. Together with the modernization and upgrading of the facilities, it also guarantees operational safety at ZWILAG.
3, 2, 1. Vielen Dank. Keine Kontamination. Bitte durchgehen.
Our waste is now ready for intermediate storage. The casks with spent fuel elements are stored in the cask storage hall for high-level waste. The casks are built to block radioactive radiation, while at the same time protecting the contents from external influences. The high-level waste emits heat. Air is let into the storage hall through vents in the sidewalls and escapes through vents in the roof. This passive natural convection cooling system allows the heat to escape at all times without the need for ventilators or other mechanical equipment. It takes around 40 years for the waste to stop emitting measurable heat. Final waste drums with low and medium level waste that are ready for deep repository are stored in the storage hall for medium level waste. The location and contents of each individual drum can be called up at any time. We regularly check the condition of all stored waste. The drums are stored in large containers, remotely controlled, stacked in concrete pits and covered by 3 concrete lids. Here, too, the multi-layered cover and solid construction of the building shields the waste and protects it from external effects. The waste ready for final disposal now remains in intermediate storage until a deep geological repository can be commissioned. The waste will then be transferred to this repository located deep underground within a suitable geological environment. We will stay here for as long as we are needed and will safely and responsibly look after the radioactive waste by providing accurate services to our owners, to the people of this world, and to the environment.